You know, my biggest thing is, in the granite world or any contract world, is that how do you go about finding somebody that's going to do a good, conscientious, honest job? And you know, it's a confusing world. You can go on Google and you can find anybody and everybody, and there's a lot of different companies out there doing the same work that we're doing. And it's honestly, it's disheartening a little bit, because you cannot tell what your comfort level is going to be. You don't know anything about granite. You just know that you want it, and sometimes you've waited maybe possibly years to get it, to be able to afford it and to have that luxury. And so when you finally decided that you're going to go ahead and do this, and so how do you go about choosing somebody? You want to make sure, obviously, that they're insured and licensed. You want to make sure that they've got all the necessary insurances, and they've got a facility that they're building in. You want to make sure they've got general liability and that type of stuff. Obviously, very, very important. But also, too, you've got to be able to understand the person that you're talking to. You know, in this business, just like any other business, there's a salesperson that's normally associated with coming out of the house and looking at the scope of the work and filling you in and educating you on what needs to happen and how it should happen. And a lot of times, you know, it may not be a 15-minute type job. They may spend 15-20 minutes with you, which is not what they should be doing. They shouldn't be in a hurry. They shouldn't be calling you back with a price. I think they should probably supply you with a price right then and there. I think accompanied with that, I think that they need to show you what their credentials are. They should give you a list of reference list that you can go through and feel free to call. I think that's a very important thing. And you've got to have some kind of connection with that person. So how do you feel comfortable doing that? Well, that comes from the salesperson. That comes from the individual that you're talking to. That gives you that feeling. We do estimates here, and they don't cost anything. So at that point in time, when you get to the person's house, you need to be comfortable speaking about granite, doing what you need to do, informing customers where the seams are going to be, the nature of the color, whether it's directional or not directional. You need to be able to state exactly where the seams are going to go. And you also need to feel comfortable enough to write a number down so the customer knows what's going to happen. There's no better time to do that than when you're at the house. So that's important. If someone says, I'm going to call you back, or I'll get back with you on a price, what that does is just prolongs your decision. And when somebody leaves the house after you're done having a conversation with them, you know, it always leaves you a little bit of time to kind of second guess yourself whether or not you got what you wanted from that individual. And I encourage multiple companies coming out, taking a look at things. And at that point in time, it's a gut call. It's a gut feeling, how you feel. Do you feel comfortable with it? Do you feel like that person that you were talking to was informative, conscientious, honest? And those are the things that you've got to come to grips with when you're deciding to get granite countertops. So, with that being said, get your different references, get your customer call sheets, ask for a quote, get it in writing. We write down what we're getting per square foot for the individual colors. You know how much edging you have. You know what the sink cutout is, undermount. You know what a cooktop cutout is, price-wise. You know what a sink costs. You know what a removal costs. You know what sales tax are. And we break those down in every individual line so that the customer can, if they have a chance, see what apples compare to apples instead of apples to oranges. So those are the things that we do. We want to spell that out for the customer. We want that to be what they have. Joe Brennan with PDP Countertops. If you get some enjoyment out of these videos, please go to our webpage, which is granitecountertopsinatlanta.com. We'll have more free videos there for you to view and get some information out of. And hopefully you'll enjoy them and visit our webpage. Thank you very much.